Oi! Oi! Ready? Ready to go for a hike? Oh. Shit! Sunday. I was on Facebook earlier, and there's reports of a young man in his 20s, following a woman and potentially touching himself inappropriately. And it's at one of the parks in the local area, and I've been here before, and it's actually the same park that had appears to be gunshot bullet holes in the parking sign. It's that same park. It's actually a very beautiful park. A lot of families come here and all this stuff. That being said, there are sick people in the world, and you never know. I'm always hesitant to believe everything I read for what it is on social media, or even any news reporting in general. I'll look at it and I'll keep it as 50-50. It's possible, but is it possible that someone's just spooked by someone that looks kind of spooky, and they're reading into things? But I don't want to be that guy that says, oh, he's probably harmless, and then he turns out he's a fucking big time threat. So anyways, reports, mixed reports afterwards. Apparently KPD, they've identified the guy or have a suspect they're questioning. Now, they had images of this guy here. Someone had taken a picture, but I'm not going to actually show the picture. It looks like, compromising. But yeah, you never know. So they say don't hike alone, all this stuff, and all the, be safe. On that same topic, I've been, ever since that video I made about the bullet holes in the sign, and someone might just not like the parking here, I think it's a good idea for a few different reasons. It helps fund the park, and then it helps keep people accountable. You scan the QR code, you enter your license plate, and you pay for your parking. It keeps you accountable. If something were to happen, you can say, okay, well, yeah, this car, me, was here on this date, and it's usually 24 hours or something like that. I think it's 12-hour parking maybe, or it ends at midnight. It resets every day. You pay. So if you were to go missing, right, and it would be another breadcrumb to say, okay, they scanned their parking started at this time, and the last known whereabouts or whatever. So there's so many good reasons for the parking stuff, and it's really not that expensive, but it helps keep people accounted for as well. You always got to wonder, are these reports, are they actually could be Good Samaritan traps, right? I don't know. That's just the way my brain thinks sometimes, with all the different stories. But it's reminiscent of back in Iraq. We get reports of things, activity, and you drive around. You go to these sectors and you basically wait to get blown the fuck up. So I'm always thinking this could be a way to deter people from coming to the park. There's a weirdo creeper on the loose. It could be a way to encourage people to get out there and stay vigilant, help the community, like a Good Samaritan thing. So many different scenarios. It's endless. But at the end of the day, it is really educate yourselves and be smart if you're going to go hiking alone, or even with people. They even make those movies where people go on these these journeys together and they end up turning on each other, you know what I mean? Like, that's how messed the world is and how people are in general. Just never know. As usual, we're here hiking. I like to hike. It's a good excuse to get out there. And then I'm going to be the one that ends up freaking someone out, right? Woo! I just try and stick to myself, mind my own business, really. So, all right, we're done with our hike. It's a good little hike. Anyways, it's none of my business, really. I mean, if people are out there doing whatever, I try to keep to myself. It is scary, though, because whether it's fake news or real news or news in general, you don't want to get complacent, and it's good to stay aware of that stuff and share information. And most importantly, for people to share information so others could maybe be better prepared if they do go on hikes in groups or alone, because you never know. Even, it could be environmental hazards, human hazards, all kinds of different things, wildlife. So sharing information and planning accordingly if you're going to go on hikes. Let people know where you're going and leave a breadcrumbs, leave a trail, a trace, digital, organic, whatever. Don't be littering or whatever unless you absolutely have to, right, in a survival situation. But yeah, and then we're talking about this, and I forgot to pay for parking when I got here, so it's been about an hour. I did a loop, and that's an hour I'm kind of, so I'm gonna pay for parking right now, and that's it. $5, 12 hours worth of parking, and it goes to the park, a good cause. It helps, maybe if this park is, potentially getting dangerous, it could help fund the staff or security cameras, stuff like that, maintaining the trails, all the different things. So I don't have a problem with it, paying for parking. Now, within reason, it can get out of control, right? We go downtown and it's like parking varies, but it's like, what? $20-$30 to park here for a couple hours is ridiculous. Supply and demand. Anyways,